What's going on, everybody? It's Chris Classic dropping a car vlog on the way to work. This is a day the Lord has made. God bless you guys. Uh, God loves you. Christ loves you. I love you. You know, there's people that love you that may not say it, but I just want y'all to feel the love, and God bless you guys. Check out the website, c3ultimatewrestling.com. We have our next show on June 10th called 10, the show. We celebrate 10 shows in the business, me and my wife. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and also to subscribe to our C3 Ultimate Wrestling channel. We have all our matches from our Press Start 2 event. You do not want to miss that. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. God bless. Roman Reigns is the top villain in wrestling right now. Roman Reigns is the epitome on how you're supposed to be the bad guy, the heel, you know, if people want to use our terminology. How he looks, how he is, having a stable, a strong stable and things like that. You know, like I can do this myself, but at the same time, I have my family with me, or I have something. You know, this reminds me of Triple H with Evolution and other factions that Triple H was in. This reminds me of JBL and the Cabinet, but it's just a little bit better than the Cabinet. You know, this is how you're supposed to be a top bad guy. You know, in wrestling, people like to like people and be like, oh, well, they should have, they should just be the top and they should never lose and things like that. But no, the bad guy is supposed to be hated. The bad guy is supposed to be not loved. And somebody is clamoring and paying money to see this bad guy get toppled over. Now, it is a great sight to see a guy who has overcome cancer and everything like that, and he's won and he's dominated since returning. But this guy is a bad guy. And I love it. I love what he has been doing. I love how he has improved. I love this bloodline thing. And then, like I've said a couple days ago, I do think that Cody should be the one to dethrone it. It's a bloodline thing. It works. It works, as Cody is a credible person because Roman has beaten everybody. And no disrespect to Sammy, I just don't think it's him. I just don't. And I like Sammy. I like the storyline, and I love his investment. When you're invested in something, it's money, and people love it and stuff like that. I do understand that, you know. But Roman is that guy. He's not using Rogaine in his beard. He's got gray in his hair. He's gray. He has gray in his beard and stuff. Like, this works. This is a seasoned villain. He's only been in the business for, what, 10 years? Roman is... See, there's nothing wrong with rooting for the bad guy, but you have to acknowledge that the guy is a bad guy. Like, with social media and Twitter and all of this other stuff, people want to be in these people's personal lives and things like that, and they want to know stuff. And some guys and gals, they become a bad guy so much that they turn around and because they want to sell merchandise and stuff. Hey, I'm actually nice in real life. This is my real name. I do charity work and all of that stuff. And there's nothing wrong with doing charity work, but still, the plot is to be hated, to be disliked. You know, because you want to sell shirts and stuff. It's like, why even wrestle? Why even be a heel? Why even want to be that if you're not going to be that? You know, back in the day in the territories and everything like that, there wasn't a social media and stuff like that. Better yet, some of these guys wasn't even going out to eat and stuff like that because they were invested in the story. Now, everything is so open and exposed, and it does not have to be, but it is. You don't have guys like this. And I like MJF too, by the way. I like MJF. The thing with MJF though, and I like him and everything, he's very good in AEW, is just the story just feels like it's just repetitive. Like, he was doing this, hey, you gotta beat these people to face me. Like, this has been done with Jericho, with Wardlow, and then now it's with Bryan Danielson. So it's like, it's not something fresh to me. You know, and I can't wait for their match. It's going to be great and stuff. But this isn't fresh to me. They've been doing this aspect of going against the bad guy and stuff like that. And, you know, some people are saying that his reign is becoming a little stale. My thing is, I just think the structure is just a little stale. It's just repetitive. We've seen this before. We've seen this with other wrestlers that wanted to face MJ. I think Cody as well, if I recall. So that's what 4 wrestlers doing the same thing to go against MJF, and then now this is for the title and stuff like that. This would have made sense now, or maybe even the Wardlow thing. But even then, it wasn't that far. We aren't that far removed from that even happening. Going back to Roman though, the way the crowd reacted to when Sammy hit him in the chair, hit him in the back of the chair was crazy. But then when he like ripped his shirt and had the lay and ripped it and was like sprinkling on him, and then you heard "F you Roman, F you Roman." Like WWE usually be on censorship because with with the sponsorships and with the kids who watch the product and stuff, they just let it go because it was so loud, it was so strong. That was beautiful. A lot of people wants wrestling to be the Attitude Era and all that. I'd rather not. But like with censorship and stuff like that, this made people hate Roman. This made kids hate Roman. Like we're looking at live reactions of people who hate Roman now, who didn't like Roman. It's like, let's be honest, a lot of people did not like Roman before he was a tribal chief in the head of the table. They didn't like his moves. They didn't like this. Oh, nepotism this, nepotism that. Came back with Paul and people were liking him and stuff like that. But now it's like he's giving you a reason to hate him because you guys love Sammy so much. I beat up Sammy and Sammy was never going to be a part of the stable even though he had a shirt and stuff like that. So now at WrestleMania, it is time for somebody to topple the villain. This is what bad guys are supposed to do. You're supposed to be hated. That's how you sell a ticket. You want somebody, a believable person sometimes, and even an underdog, to topple the big bad wolf. And this is what Roman is. Roman is the epitome of the big bad wolf right now. As much as I hated Triple H with all those title reigns and everything like that, he was the big bad wolf at one point. JBL, the wrestling god, what do you want to say? That's blasphemous, by the way. He was the big bad wolf. Roman is doing a great job. Randy did a great job as well. I forgot. Shout out to Randy Orton and everything. This is how you do it, it would have been dope to see Bobby in the Hurt Business do something like this, but we know what it is over there. But this is how you do it. This is how you make a bad guy. This is how you build up something. I don't know if he's going to lose at WrestleMania or win. I think it's best for Cody to take it at WrestleMania and be the hero that he was trying to be in AEW, but he just wasn't, trying to save racism and saying he had a black and white daughter and all that. Hey, that promo was funny, but at the same time, this is how you're supposed to be believed in as a hero. They're doing it well. They're doing great. And even before he hurt himself, he was, talking about the stuff about not being a champ and his dad and his brother not being a champ and stuff. So this works, man. This all works. All because of Roman. Roman was the foundation of the thing to have the bloodline. And then the Usos, shout out to Jimmy and Jay. The feuds, Jay, oh my God, Jay acting and stuff like that. And all this is just a build up to a story, a wonderful story. And it's to me, it's like a perfect story of the bloodline and even Cody Rhodes, because the bloodline had a storyline in itself. You get what I'm saying? So, what do y'all guys think, man? Y'all think y'all think he's like the top bad guy now, or is it somebody else? Let's leave a comment in the chat and stuff like that. But the young guys, the young people are saying, "I'm him." So Roman is him. So I hope you guys are having a great day. God bless you guys. This is Chris Classic. Let's take it home.